Well, good morning, everyone. Bonjour à tous. Adrian, thank you very much for that kind introduction, and I'm glad you corrected yourself in terms of my position. But thanks for the credit. Maybe next term I'll get that position, who knows. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to be here with you this morning to share what I consider as one of the most important speaker series item that Crime Prevention Ottawa has done. Not that they're not all important, but this one really is the key to part of the work that we do at Crime Prevention Ottawa. And just to give you a little bit of background, you know, you've often heard the line in most speeches about how a woman stands behind her man to make him successful. In my case, both my office staff and my wife and my family stand beside me, not behind me, and that's a correction. So, you know, just to rephrase that again in one other incident that's taken place recently, and I don't like to talk about events, political or non-political, in terms of this kind of forum, but I thought it was key to bring this one up. It's about the 20-year-old young lady that was raped in India last year. And now all of a sudden they've made a documentary about it, rightfully so, but the information in it, or the phrases that I heard from the jailed convict, in a sense, to say, well, she deserved it. I mean, that is not a statement that reflects today in terms of looking at this audience. No person expects or should expect any kind of that kind of behavior, whether it be a man or a woman, but especially a woman, because somebody says, well, you know, look at the way she was dressed and she deserves it. That is not true. And I tell you, it is not true, because that kind of a statement hurts everybody, including myself in that. And at this point, I would also like to welcome my councillor colleague, Councillor McKinney. Welcome, Councillor. Thank you for joining us this morning. And just to self-disclose, I've had a little bit of item done yesterday to my eyes, so you may see them water a little bit, although I do get emotional. But this one is really because of the eye procedure that was done yesterday. I would also like to thank our partners from Violence Against Women Prevention Subcommittee, along with Bailey Reed, thank you, Bailey, and Matt Scav, and Shimarki Abdullahi for organizing today's event. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Shimarki. CPO's mandate is based on reducing crime and building safer communities. With this mandate comes a focus on three priorities: violence against women, youth, and neighborhoods. When we look at these priorities, violence against women is a major priority. The first environment that we're taught in and learn from is our family. This environment can vary significantly from one person to the next, and violence in the family can attribute to violence in society going forward. Somebody said, you know, you are a product of your family. Sexual violence often goes hand in hand with the lack of communication. Our discomfort with talking honestly and openly about a dramatic rise raises the risk for women being abused. Men's expectations of women start at home, and over time can become exaggerated and misshapen by the media or by society. With social media at our fingertips, in the last 10 years, we are exposed to an instant and to show how we and others should look at acts and behave. Unfortunately, women have had to hear the brunt of these expectations: perfect weight, perfect hair, perfect body image. Too often, reality becomes distorted and what society perceives as our true expectation. Social media can play a tragic and life-changing role in sexual violence. It is an issue which needs attention. It is an issue that Crime Prevention Ottawa has taken on with the goal of making a change. You may never witness a violent act against a woman in progress, but you will see and hear attitudes and behaviors that degrade women and promote disrespect. And that's what I was referring to in that event with the 20-year-old young female. When your best friend tells a joke about a woman or young girl that is disrespectful, say you don't find that funny. When you read an article that blames the survivor for being assaulted because what they were wearing or that had too much to drink, write a letter to the editor. Do anything but remain silent. Understanding violence against women and bringing to the forefront the ability to successfully communicate and educate males of all ages and culture is essential if we are going to encourage and implement a society where personal safety is a common goal. I commend such people as Chief Charles Boardlaw of the Ottawa Police Service and Lucia Spencer of Crime Prevention Ottawa. Executive Director of Immigrant Services Ottawa, that's what Lucia's role is, for being leaders in our community. And the collaboration with others like the Ottawa Coalition to End Violence Against Women. And at this point, I would also like to acknowledge all the young people in this community representing two high schools, St. Pat's High School, as well as Longfield Davidson. Welcome, boys and girls. Thank you for coming. We all come to the table to develop strategies to be proactive rather than reactive, working with these partners as advocates who educate the public and raise awareness. We challenge everyone to speak out and think about their own beliefs, languages, and actions on this issue. From examining the problem of sexual violence, youth, and drinking to engaging men in violence prevention, our goal and responsibility as a community is to contribute to conversations and advance understanding. Men play a crucial role in ending violence against women. The first word in that logo behind me is I. We can be role models for other men and boys in our communities. We can be good fathers and equal partners in our relationships. Even though there's a growing momentum for boys and men to get involved in ending the violence, they don't always know how to take action. Well, today is about how we can take that action. Together, we can speak out and be the change. Thank you.